What's good, YouTubers? My name's Gib The Great. Welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Tuesdays. Today's episode of Top 5 Tuesdays, you guys, will be going through my top 5 starter Pokemon. So if you guys are excited for this list and you want to leave your own top 5 starter Pokemon in the comment section down below, then please feel free to do so and show the video a big blue thumbs up just because your support is appreciated. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to Ultratech for all latest Ultratech content. And as I did say before, you guys, we're going through my top 5 starter Pokemon, meaning that this list is 100% opinionated. So, if you don't agree with it, please feel free to leave your own top 5 starter Pokemon in the comment section down below. As I do say, this can be ranging from all generations, Generation 1 to Generation 6, Kansas Kalos, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie as well. So, everything in between and everything in between as well. So, let's go ahead and get into today's top 5, which is on our top 5 starter Pokemon. In number 5, you guys, we have Turtwig. Now, I like Turtwig very much in Pokemon Diamond just because I used it for the first. Like, when I had picked up Pokemon Diamond for the first time and I saw the choices that are available, I immediately went with Turtwig. And I tell you what, Turtwig does serve some purpose in the main game as well, just because I really do like using Turtwig. And we have the Pokedex description actually from Pokemon Diamond as well. Made from soil, the shell on its back hardens when it drinks water. It lives along lakes. So that can be very. I do like using Turtwig within Pokemon Diamond and 4th generation, as well as using it competitively. Of course, not using Turtwig with Torterra. I do like using Turtwig, and going along Pokemon Diamond, it really was a great Pokemon to use. Right from when you took on Rock, I think his name is, the first gym leader who uses Rock type Pokemon, and then Crash Awake with Water type Pokemon. Um, the list is endless, and you can even use Torterra in the Elite Four as well once you can take down the ground type member of the Elite Four, which I think is the second one, if I remember rightly. I don't know. But either way, Turtwig is my 5th favourite starter type Pokemon. In number 4, you guys, we have Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil was, of course, introduced in 2nd generation alongside Chikorita and Totodile. So, Cyndaquil, I do like to use Cyndaquil because I like his design more, and that's the reason why I have a Cyndaquil plush, as some of you guys might know. But I really do like Cyndaquil. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like Chikorita and Totodile as well, but Cyndaquil is gotta be number 4 for me from the Johto region. It has a timid nature. If it is rattled, if it startles are not rattled, the flames on its back burn more vigorously. So, of course, if it gets agitated or startled, as it does say, or rattled, if you want to say rattled, then of course it's the flames on its back burn more vigorously, meaning that it's enraged and you cause great harm to it. So it's gonna obviously attack you. And going through the Johto region, obviously Cyndaquil does serve some purpose with Bugsy, Price as well. Just trying to think of other gym leaders on the top of my head. Jasmine can also be one. And then going through the Elite Four, can't think of any in the Elite Four, so there's that. But Cyndaquil is number 4 this week. In number 3, you guys, we have Froakie. Now, when X and Y was introduced, I really, really wanted to use Froakie from the beginning. As some of you guys may know, Water type is my favorite typing in the game. So, most of, as you can probably tell on the list in a minute, most of my starter Pokemon choices are Water type Pokemon. But of course, this is in my opinion. So, I really did want to use Froakie once Pokemon X and Y came out. I did use Froakie in my personal Pokemon X playthrough that I didn't do in YouTube, and of course when I did the Wonder Type lock on Pokemon Y and the Soul Link Wonder lock on Pokemon X and Y, I obviously picked Froakie as all 3 stars, not just to make my rival more easier, but just because Froakie's amazing. I love Froakie. It secretes flexible bubbles from its chest and back. The bubbles reduce the damage it would otherwise take when attacked, and that is from the Pokemon X Pokedex. That actually rhymes as well. Oh my god. So yeah, Froakie, I really did like to use Froakie in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. And of course, Greninja is amazing competitively. Is one of the most Pokemon. I think it's Ubers or OU. I know it's one of the two. It probably deserves enough reason to go into Ubers because it's fast, it can hit hard. You can either run a physical variant or a special variant. U-turn, Gunk Shot, Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump, Scald. The list are endless, really. With what you can do with Greninja, but nevertheless, to go through the game, Froakie would have to be my 3rd choice. In number 2 as well, we get to use the Kanto Pokemon, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, and I have to pick Squirtle. Ever since, like, because you can use Kanto Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y, because obviously you got Mega Venusaur, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, and Mega Blastoise as well. So that's the reason why they give you the Kanto starters to use as well. But every single time I got the chance to have a Kanto Pokemon, whether it be from the additional whether Professor Sycamore gives you it in Pokemon X and Y, or whether Professor Oak gives you it in Red, Blue, Fire, Red, Leaf, Green, all those other games and what have you, where it mainly focuses on a counter Pokemon, I had to pick Squirtle, just because I love Squirtle so much, and going through the games with Squirtle and Blastoise as well. Blastoise was powerful. I really did like Blastoise. Having only two weaknesses being grass and electric, I really like that. And plus, you can kind of build your team to cover Blastoise weaknesses as well. So that's the reason why I do like running Squirtle right from the get-go. It shoots water at prey while in the water, withdraws into its shell when in danger. And that's from the Pokemon Yellow Pokedex entry. So, very much my main man. I do like Squirtle very much, and that's the reason why it is number 2 this week. But in number 1, you guys, we have another water type Pokemon that is very special in my heart, just because I grew up with it when the games came out, and that is Mudkip. When Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald came out, it was actually, I think, my first Pokemon game that I got. Because obviously I think I was too young to even control a Game Boy when Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver came out. So I grew up very much around the Ruby, Sapphire era, and that's the reason why Mudkip is very special dear to me. Just because going through the Ruby and Sapphire with thanks motorcyclists, now everyone can hear how loud you are. Going through Ruby and Sapphire, Mudkip was very special to me, and it did mean a lot, using Mudkip, and just because Mudkip has amazing potential. Of course, Swampert and Mega Swampert only has one weakness being grass, and of course, can we just say Mega Swampert is absolutely amazing. So, with that introduction in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it just gave me a reason to love Mudkip more. Its power can crush boulders. It rests by covering itself with mud at the bottom of a river. That's from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So, of course, Mudkip, I do like Mudkip very much. Of course, a lot of you know that I do like my water-type Pokemon, so that's the reason why, of course, along with personal reasons, growing up in real life, playing Pokemon, Emerald and what have you, Ruby and Sapphire, Mudkip grew alongside me very much. It's very dear to my heart, and that's the reason why it's number 1 this week. So if you guys did enjoy this top 10 list, what the hell, top 5 list of our starter Pokemon, please make sure you go ahead and leave a big blue thumbs up down below for this, because your support is appreciated. And also, if you haven't already, subscribe to AutoSec for all latest AutoSec content as always. And of course, if you do want to leave your own top 5 starter Pokemon down below in the comment section below, you can do. Just feel free to leave a list with some reasons as well, if you do feel like that, you guys, and you do want to show your reasoning behind why you put them there. But of course, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me, signing off.